Uh, Hello, my name is Annette, and this is my contest entry to cynical44's giveaway. I will go ahead and answer all three questions because I really like to talk about movies, but this is my first video that I've ever made, so I'm actually using my HTC Evo Shift camera phone, and it's like jury-rigged on my piano stand with the mirror behind, and it's really stupid, but whatever. Let's go ahead and get into the questions. First of all, let's see here. The reason that I got into movies is because my dad is a movie buff. He loves movies. He bought a RCA video disc player actually when I was a kid. And I think that was the first home video system he owned. And then when I was about 2 or 3, he bought a VHS player, and he was like obsessed with it. And he was obsessed with recording stuff. And so he was always recording cartoons and movies and whatever he could find for himself, but also for me. And I had tons of like Garfield and Charlie Brown and Disney films, and especially after we got the Disney Channel, I mean, he would record every movie he could find. And so I learned early on to love and appreciate movies. Obviously, my tastes changed over time, but yeah, definitely because of my dad. The first movie that I purchased with my own money was Back to the Future Part 3 on VHS. I think I was about 10 at the time, 9, 10 years old. I don't remember exactly when it came out, but that was a big deal to me because, let's see, I think it was like $20, and at the time that was a lot of money, you know, and I saved and saved and saved, and finally I went to Walmart, and I remember that feeling of, I'm buying this with my own money. This is so awesome. I wish I still had that tape. I don't, but I loved Back to the Future. I still do. It's one of my favorites. And it was just a really cool feeling. And, you know, I've pretty much been a collector ever since. Whether it's buying pre-recorded VHS tapes or recording stuff myself, like set the timer and everything. It's cool memories. But my first movie-going experience, the first movie I ever went to actually was The Lion King when it came out. It was at 94, I think. I was 11 years old, and it was my first time at the theater. There's a bit of a story here. I grew up in a very conservative church kind of environment, and my dad, he didn't really care, but my mom thought that going to the movies was, you know, not a good thing. And so for the longest time she wouldn't let me go. It's like, no, you can't. What if Jesus came back and you were in the movie house? But finally my dad, I guess, talked her into it, and we went, and it was the coolest thing. I mean, that's a pretty cool first movie to go see. I insisted on sitting in the front row, and, you know, the screen just, oh, it was so cool. But I'll never do that again because I got like this splitting headache, and it was crazy. But I just remember being completely blown away, and I loved the movie too. It's maybe not aged very well, but man, it was a huge deal at the time, and it was a good time. You know, I actually kind of appreciate that my first movie experience was something that I could remember so clearly, rather than being like 5 and being like, what's going on? You know, but anyway, yeah, that's my stories, I guess. I could blather on, but I'm gonna try to keep it short, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, and thanks a lot for having the contest, and we'll see how it turns out.